Well?
Okay, we were back in Legend Heroes, Trails Through Daybreak, and I realized there were two things I forgot before I ended that previous video. And the first was talking to the guy up here, Keegan. I'm here on business from Le Mans. Everyone here is pretty down due to the news of the tragedy, and I can't say I blame them. I'm not sure how many people died, but it must have been a lot. I'd rather not know anything else, just listening to the news sent a chill down my spine. And then the other thing was over here.
What do you think?
Oops, wrong thing.
What do you think? Fantastic stuff, right?
That one's actually kind of tempting. I might have a use for this, so I'll take it. I don't need the hit 3 or the blind 2. HP is not really anything to even bother with. Might be able to use a defense 3 somewhere. But the thing that I didn't get grabbed was this, the Master's Beret.
Can't wait to see you again.
And, you know, if it's called the Master's Beret, it's only befitting for a Master. See, I forgot to put accessories on him. And by forgot, I mean I probably just didn't care. Ooh. Okay, I want to save those for someone. I forgot Hermes gave those to us. See how we can give him a red medal. Anyway, time to get to work. After all, we're on a mission from God. And I'll probably stop making that reference by the end of this video. Can't write about it here. Could you please help me look for someone? I'll explain things in person. I'll be waiting in front of the hotel in the North District, Barton. Tourist trouble. That's him right there, by the way. Looks like we got some 4 SPGs. Guess so. We got more free time today, so let's see if we can knock some of them out. Who knows? We may find some useful information while we do so. True, but don't forget that Almada's game is our first priority. Right, makes sense. And I'm just doing this now. You're Barton, right? We're here about your request. Oh, are you the fixers? Thank goodness you came. You want us to look for someone, correct? 2 people, actually. They're tourists. You see, I'm a tour guide and I was guiding them around the city. I need you to find them. Okay, but why call us? This sounds like a job the police or bracers could handle well enough. Well, I suppose you're not wrong. Let me guess, you're feeling guilty about something. There's no way you'd call on a bunch of sketchy characters like us for help otherwise. Don't call us sketchy in front of the damn client. Part of why I came to you is because this is a matter that requires discretion. I can get into why, but first, could you accept my request? So it's just a +4. Well, if you've got a reason to be hush-hush about this, we'll hear you out. Thank you so much. So allow me to explain. You know about Vashtar the Palace, right? Well, the other day it was made off-limits to everyone. Yeah, we know about that already. And we know the reason why, too. I suspect the CID is the one who made that order, though I highly doubt they knew all the details when they did so. Vashtar Palace is one of the key destinations of the tour, so needless to say, people were bummed when they heard the news. But I also let something else slip last night at dinner. I mentioned there were rumors of a hidden tunnel that connected the underground ruins to the palace. But that's not all. One couple pressed me to tell them how to get into the underground ruins. I know full well how dangerous that place can be, but they, let me guess, they slid some mirror your way and you spilled the beans. Yes, it's shameful, I know. Shameful doesn't begin to describe that, my dude. You put their lives in danger. I know. I may have been inebriated last night, but no, there's no excuse for what I did. Anyway, fast forward to this morning. After I woke up, I tried checking on that couple, but they were nowhere to be found. I'm almost certain they went to the underground ruins. That's not good. I've been beating myself up over this. I know this won't make up for it, but I'm going to use my own money, including the amount I was given last night, to pay you for this request. Please bring them back safely. I'm begging you. Don't worry, we've taken the job, so you got our guarantee that we'll bring them back safe and sound. Though you can bet your ass we'll be taking the cash. Of course. Thank you so much. Now that's settled, where's the entrance you told them about? I assume you didn't inform them of every entrance point, yes? Of course not. Even I don't know where all of them are. I told them about 2 of them. The one near the market in the North District, and the one next to the department store in the East District. We can easily search both of them on our own. Yeah, though keep in mind we're running up against the clock here. If we don't think we can finish it in time, we'll pass this one over to the guild. That sound good? Yes, that's fine. I still have tours to conduct, so I'll leave the rest to you all. If anything happens, please contact me. Just had to be the underground ruins. We must do something about this. I know, thankfully they don't have an access key, so there's no way they could have gotten far in. But they ain't out of the woods. There are other monsters roaming near the entrances. True, we should make haste. Should we search the one near the market? That one's closer to the palace. Yeah, we'll hit that one first.
Let's get this party started. Time to depart.
Okay, it's over here.
As resplendent
Let's see.
Someone sent me a threatening letter. I just don't know what to do. Please help. I'll be waiting at the inn in the South District. Signed, Nelly. Threatening letter. Isn't Nelly the name of the waitress at our inn? Yes, that's right. Wonder what's going on with her.
as resplendent
Actually, is this the inn?
you'd expect the old captain to be.
Orbital Factory.
Maybe I'll take the tram.
It's right there. How may I help you all? Oh yeah, you're the group that came here yesterday. You want me to whip up a meal for you? That's okay, thank you though. We're actually here about your request. Huh? You're Nelly, right? We saw your 4SPG on the bulletin board. Wait, you're the famous Spriggan? Wow. We left the inn to check the bulletin board, and now we're right back where we started. That's funny. So, can I go ahead and talk about the threat letter I received? Okay, so this one has some choices that go with it, apparently. Sure, what's it say? Perhaps we should discuss this in our room. I have a feeling this could take a while. Alright, have you got the letter on hand? Right here. Filthy, parasitic immigrants like you have no place in our magnificent opera house. Abandon your dream to take the stage, or the wrath of Adios will descend upon you. How could anyone write something so horrible? Invoking our goddess's name in this way is nothing short of impiety. The person who wrote this is obviously anti-immigrant. This is one of the most pathetic things I've ever read. Guessing you don't see a lot of this stuff, given that Hayway's got such a stranglehold over Longport. Lauracion's a different story, though. Anti-immigrant animosity is more likely to seep through here. Some people in the city are determined to carry the antiquated beliefs of the old nobility to the grave. It's almost like their life's calling to harass people like Nelly. You aren't wrong there. Most of the people here are kind, but there's a handful of rotten apples, to be sure. This isn't the first time I faced discrimination in this city. I can count the number of times this kind of thing has happened on two hands. Then why are you still living here? Because I love Horacion. It's every artist's dream to live here. We all call it the city of art and tradition. I've wanted to be here ever since I was a little girl. I worked day and night for so long to get to where I am, and now I finally earned the right to attend the music academy here. I can't just throw it all away now. I can understand that feeling. Okay, so the music academy and the opera house connection tracks. Is there something that sparked all this, like an event of some kind? Yes, actually, we're borrowing the opera house for a concert recital. It's still a little ways away, but I'm totally stoked for it, and that's in part because I got the lead role. Congratulations. So the threat letter is calling on you to give up the leading role. They'll probably resort to violence if you don't comply. That's what I feared. The opera house has been around for over 100 years, and in all that time I don't think there's ever been an immigrant who's been at the center of the stage. I could definitely see that ruffling more than a few feathers in the anti-immigrant crowd. I'm sure they'll stoop to some serious lows to get you out of the spotlight. That's terrible. If you don't mind me asking, why didn't you take this to the police or the guild? I wanted to be discreet about all this. If word gets out, the entire recital could be cancelled. It's been a labor of love from everyone involved, and my classmates have been giving it their all during practice. I don't want their efforts to go to waste. This is just like the film festival, from the threat letter to the calling upon of a dubious Spriggan to save the day. I should just give up the lead role, shouldn't I? What? Heck no! You worked your butt off and studied like crazy to get this far. That role is rightfully yours, so don't give it up. But I don't think I have any other choice. You don't want to fight this? Then why'd you send out a request? Guess I just wanted to hear an expert's opinion before I came to a decision. Now that I know I'm in real danger, I'd rather just let this one go. Well, you're the client. If you want to call it here, then we'll be on our way. But are you sure this is how you want things to end? If you let this guy go, they'll be back for more. As long as you have the will to take to the skies, they'll do everything they can to chain you down. Things will only escalate from here if you don't take a stand. I bet they won't stop until you packed your bags and left. You still haven't given me the details of your request. Tell me what you really want. I'm all ears. I want to be a part of the recital. I don't want to give up here. Got it. Then you can leave everything to us, because Arkwright Solutions is on the case. But, no buts, we're going to help you out, and that's final. Whoever's behind this will think twice about hurting you once we're through with them. Suppose I can't change your minds then. That's right, once we're committed to helping someone, we always see it through. Don't you worry, young lady, we'll catch this fellow criminal. I suggest we start by gathering a list of suspects. Is there anyone you can think of who could have sent that letter to you? No, not off the top of my head. I know doubting people you know ain't any fun, but we need someplace to start. Can you think of anyone who might want to snipe the leading role if you gave it up? I suppose one person comes to mind. Her name's Amelie. She's another student at the academy, and she's hyper-competitive. We were both the top picks for the lead spot. So if you were to step down, she would assume the leading role. That certainly qualifies as motive. What kind of person is she? Do you know what she thinks about immigrants? I know she's a descendant of the old Horacian nobility, and, well, I don't think she likes me very much. Never heard her say anything discriminatory about immigrants, but I can't exactly read her mind. She definitely sounds suspicious to me. Yeah, I agree. We'll start by talking with her. But I don't know for sure that it's Amelie. I know, we're not going to lay any accusations, we just want to chat with her. Any idea where she'd be around this time? I think she's at the boutique in the department store over by the East District. She wanted to pick out a dress to wear to the recital. I overheard her saying that in our last rehearsal. So we need to go to the Quincy department store. Let's depart then.
Time to get our hands dirty.
How fitting.
What's next? What's next?
Wait a second. Okay, those are the SPGs.
May we be on our way.
Why, I'd recommend everything here.
You there. Let me talk to
And
you
if
for
you
a
remember, we
minute.
did speak to her. It's just she moved position apparently.
Don't miss it.
Nope, that's the tourist thing.
May we be on our way.
Is she actually up? She's gotta be on the second floor or something.
Or you'll find products of only the highest quality that uphold Calvert's noble traditions.
Hey, you're Amelie, right? Yes, and who are you exactly? We're reporters. Local paper wants to do a piece on the upcoming recital at the Opera House. We'd like to ask you a couple of questions, if you don't mind. Alright, I suppose that makes sense. Our school's annual recital always attract a lot of attention. She doesn't realize, hey, there's a lot of reporters here for some reason. So that's the story he's going with this time. The fact that I'm getting used to this is a little frightening. I'd be happy to oblige. Ask me whatever you'd like. Well, let's get right into it then. Could you tell us how the preparations for the recital have been going? Quite well, as a matter of fact. This year's performance is shaping up to be even better than the last. Nice to hear. Oh yeah, someone told me this year's leading lady is a Central Eastern gal, that true? Yes, that's correct. Her name is Nellie. Are you two acquainted? Of course, we both attend the same music academy after all. However, I wouldn't exactly call us the closest of friends, or friends at all, really. Why is that? There's some kind of bad blood between you two? Oh, not at all. It's nothing like that. Though I do find her rather irritating, to be perfectly honest. In fact, just looking at her gets my blood boiling. Sounds pretty suspect. Think she's our culprit? Not necessarily. Let's not jump the gun here. You aren't the first person who said she's aggravating. Sounds like she may have a difficult personality. Perhaps this recital would be better off without her. What? No, I don't agree with that at all. You don't? I'm surprised to hear that. We heard you would serve as her replacement should she step away. Are you saying you don't have any interest in being the lead? Of course I do. But the fact of the matter is the school cast her in the lead role over me, and I have no reason to object to their decision. As much as it pains me to admit, Nellie is one step ahead of me. At the moment, anyway. If she were unable to perform, this entire recital would be in shambles. Sounds like you think pretty highly of this girl. Thought you said you didn't like her. I don't, not one bit. Nellie is blessed with all these wonderful talents, and yet she withdraws into her shell time and again just because she's an immigrant. The other performers and I had no idea how to interact with her for a while. However, we were all struck by her determination and diligence in time. Everyone at the Academy holds her in the highest regard. But she's still so self-loathing. That girl frustrates me to no end. Why can't she just be more confident in herself? Aw, she really cares about her. This chick's only pretending to hate our client. What a waste of time. No, don't be like that. You said everyone at the Academy respects her, yes? Does that include all the people in the recital as well? That's right. Everyone believes that we'll be able to pull off a tremendous performance with her at the center. Sounds like she's pretty special. I've got another question. Do you know anyone outside the recital who knows she's the lead performer? That's an odd thing to ask. Well, it's not as though we've been keeping it a secret, although we haven't officially announced the program or the performers yet. So while I'm not surprised reporters such as yourselves are in the know, I don't think many are aware that Nellie is the lead. Actually, there is one person who knows. The man running the survey asked me some questions about the recital not too long ago. Can you tell us more about him? Certainly, he was running a survey in the North District Marketplace. As I recall, it was about racial harmony and the immigrants living in Aracion. During the survey, he asked me if I had any detailed anecdotes regarding the theme. He seemed to be supportive of immigrants, so I told him about Nellie and the recital. I'm afraid I can't think of anyone else who might know about her, though. That's alright, you've been a huge help, so thanks. Anytime. Best of luck with writing your article. Good day. Dumb blonde. Well, we did learn a lot at least. Unfortunately, we lost our only lead in the process. Before we start worrying about that, let's report back to Nellie.
Let's do this.
So, did you talk with Amelie? Yeah, we did. Let's move this conversation back to our room. Van relayed what they heard from Amelie. Amelie really said all that? Sure did. It's doubtful that she penned that letter. You look relieved. I am. I totally had the wrong idea about her this whole time. So she really thinks of me as her rival? Glad we got that sorted out, but that doesn't mean the number of suspects has dropped down to 0. If Amelie didn't write it, then who in the world did? We're back to square one, it seems. Actually, we might be one step closer to the truth. I'm thinking our perp was setting her up to take the blame. Wait, what? You think they were trying to frame her? What do you mean? Look at it from this perspective. Amelie has the most to gain if you dropped out. She's the type to be easily misunderstood, and like you said before, she's a descendant of the old Aracian nobility. Anyone would think she's suspicious with a capital S. It's a plausible theory, especially if our perpetrator holds anti-immigrant views. After all, she herself is an ally of immigrants. She's an ideal target for them. I can see that. And if you start pointing fingers and playing the blame game, then that's all the better for them. They must think they're so clever. Can't wait to bust their heads. Do we have any idea who they are? I've got a hunch. We should look into whoever's behind that survey. That thing stinks to high heaven. You think so? I thought Amelie said the person giving the surveys was pro-immigrant. I doubt that. Well, it's true that the number of people with pro-immigrant beliefs are on the rise. In Aracion, those voices are drowned out by the choir of anti-immigrant sentiment. So if the results of that survey got posted, what do you think it'd look like? Probably skew in favor of the people who hold those anti-immigrant beliefs. Bingo. If you were conducting the survey in good faith, doing a hero would fly in the face of common sense. And that's exactly why I think that whole thing is bogus. Do you think the person doing the survey could be connected to the anti-immigrant movement? That's exactly what I think. Might be connected to a hate group or a racist asshole in a position of power. So their goal this whole time was to root out people who support immigrants? How dare they do something so vile? We can't let them get away with this. And we won't. We'll make sure they get what's coming to them. And we don't have to be picky about how we go about it. Personally, though, I want to do something that'll really rile them up, and I know just how to do that. Huh? There's some kind of gathering over there. Wonder what it is. Oh, 2 students from the Music Academy are performing. And one of them is Central Eastern. So here's the plan. We're going to use decoys to lure him out. We'll need you and Amelie to perform on the street. Wait, you're using me as a decoy? So that's what you meant by something that'll really rile them up. I imagine that'll be effective in drawing them out of the shadows. However, I don't know how we'll tell them apart. Also, we can't corner them without any proof. I know. And that's where the third decoy comes in. I'm thinking our perp is using the survey to find people who are pro-immigration. Might even have a running list of targets. So if someone was cheering Nelly on, they might make contact so they can add another name to it. Right, they would consider them a treacherous countryman. It's a sound plan. So who's going to be the third decoy? I want to bag this asshole myself, so I'm out. I think the best person for the job would be... yeah. So Fairy and Aaron are out. Rosette's a bot. Catra is Catra, so technically a bot. Judith is too famous, and Burghart's probably too intimidating, so we'll just have Anya's do it. Anya's, you up for this? Me? Not that I'm opposed, but why her? Because she fulfills all the requirements, plus she seems timid at first glance, so they'd likely think she'd be easy to deal with. She's the perfect decoy. Not sure I love that assessment, but alright, I'll play the part. Okay, so that takes care of that. I figured out how we're going to catch this asshole. Yeah, we're going to need Anya's too. What would recording the conversation really do? We need to get something that ties it to the letter. Get a handwriting sample from him. And then we can compare that to the thread letter. Very clever. Let's also record the conversation just to be safe. Understood, I'll do my best. Then it's settled. You okay with this plan? Absolutely. I'm just glad Amelie agreed so readily. She was rather indignant when we explained the situation. She might come off as having a chip on her shoulder, but she has a strong sense of justice. I can respect that. People are starting to gather. The culprit may already be present. Keep your eyes peeled. Isn't she an immigrant? She's got some nerve. Who cares about that? She has a lovely singing voice. Can't believe I get to hear such beautiful music on the street. No wonder this place is called the City of Art and Tradition. So that damn immigrant didn't heed my warning. Well, at least I've been able to make good use of this opportunity. That guy's been approaching a lot of people. And he has a survey in his hand. He must be the one. I need to get close without raising a suspicion. That was incredible. You're both amazing singers. Wish I was half as talented as you. Hello, young lady. Might I have a moment of your time? Sure. Something the matter? No, not at all. I was just curious about your thoughts on that performance. Did you enjoy it? Yes, very much so. I thought it was splendid. Wonderful. I agree wholeheartedly. Did you know that one of the performers is from the Central East? Yes, I noticed that. They were great, weren't they? So I was right. Sorry, I didn't catch that. Oh, think nothing of it. My name is Jacob, by the way. I'm currently running a survey. It's about racial harmony. Would you mind filling it out? I might not have much power myself, but I want to do everything I can to achieve racial harmony here in Calvard. That's an admirable goal. Very well, I'd be more than happy to help. There's nothing particularly suspect about the questions themselves, but they're asking for way too much personal information. A legitimate survey would never ask for my full name, employer, and address, much less the names of my family members. I'll just jot down what Van told me to write. Okay, all done. Thank you for your time. I'll be taking my leave now. One more thing. I just wanted to say I very much enjoyed my conversation with you today. If it's okay, would you mind writing down your number for me? You want my contact information? Whatever for? Well, you see, I'm interested in the pro-immigration movement, so I'd like to stay in touch if possible. Of course. In that case, I'd be all too happy to oblige. One moment. Here you are. I'll take that. What? Who in blazes are you? Just some guy who's onto your bullshit. You need permission from the city to run this kind of survey. Did you think you could skip that step? Your silence speaks volumes. Here, let's move this conversation somewhere else, and no, you don't have a choice. Just going full Chris Hansen on him. Nicely done, Agnes. Thank you, I'm surprised I pulled it off, to be honest. Wait, you two know each other? You were playing me from the start. How dare you lie to me, you damn brat? If this ain't the pot calling the kettle black, I don't know what is. Van ripped Jacob's glasses and beard off. Seems a little barbaric. After all, you're not Jacob, you're Jacobin, the anti-immigration activist. Okay, so, now we're going Scooby-Doo on this. What? Don't play dumb with me. We saw you giving speeches earlier. Time to fess up. I suppose there's no point in hiding it then. Yes, I'm Jacobin. But what of it? Oh, so that's how you're gonna play this. I'll admit that I didn't get permission to hold this survey, but really, who cares about such a trivial little rule like that? Jacobin, I apologize for deceiving you. However, what you're doing is both wrong and criminal. That's quite the accusation, and I doubt you can back it up. After all, I did receive permission to give my speeches. That isn't what I'm referring to, although I don't approve of those either. You've been harassing innocent immigrants, sent a threat letter to Nellie, and tried to pin it on Amelie. Those are all crimes. I haven't the foggiest what you're referring to. Back to playing dumb, are we? Well, let me enlighten you. Here's the threat letter in question. So you have no proof that I wrote it. You're about to eat your own words. We got this sheet of paper with all your contact info, which you penned yourself, dumbass. Oh-ho! What a quinky-dink. The handwriting's a perfect match. The cops wouldn't even need to run this through the lab. The jig is up. Unfortunately for you, it isn't. The cops can't touch me even if they wanted to. I have powerful friends in powerful places, including the very man who sits atop the orbital automobile industry itself. Wait, does he mean... The police are in his pocket. In fact, he can arrange for them to erase this event from the... You're the idiot to end all idiots. Did you seriously think we were going to turn you over to the cops? Hell no. So, we've established Hayway is the neutral option because of how we chose to let What's-Her-Face live. If we want to go harder into the law side of things, we gotta go Guild. I'm sending you to meet my friends at the Bracer Guild. They prioritize the safety of the citizens, so I'm sure they aren't going to take kindly to you writing this threat letter. If you somehow avoid punishment, the Bracers will still have you marked from here on out. This can't be happening. Alright, we're done here. We'll just make a quick call and then we'll send you on your way. You won't catch me alive! You just don't know when to quit, do you? And where do you think you're going? Give it up. We've got the evidence, you moron. Running away isn't going to save your ass. Who in the hell are you? That's not really important. All you need to know is we're Arkwright Solutions. We ain't on the side of justice, but for the right price, we're more than happy to bring down evil-doing bastards like you. So you're fixers, just my luck. Jacobin was handed over to the guild. After that, Van relayed what happened to Nellie and Amelie. Does this mean I'm safe? Yep, you can go into your concert worry-free. We foiled the perpetrator's plans before they went into motion. He hadn't even secured the manpower he needed to force you out. What a relief. Thank you so much, everyone. It was our pleasure. We wish you both the best of luck with your recital. I'm sure you'll blow everyone's socks off. I would also like to extend my gratitude. Had you not stepped in, this insidious plot might never have been unraveled. Although I might have been of some assistance earlier on a certain... Okay, I misread this at first. Although I might have been of some assistance earlier on, had a certain someone kept me in the loop. Sorry. Gotta put a little more faith in your gal pals. I am most certainly not a gal pal. I simply didn't want a worthy adversary to walk out on me, and especially not before I had the chance to even the score. Thanks, Amelie, you're such a good friend. I told you, I'm not, Oh yeah, I still need to get an outfit for the recital. Want to go to the boutique with me? Well, I suppose I wouldn't mind accompanying you. Kids, am I right? You do realize that's a phrase only elderly people use, yes? Can it?
All in a day's work.
Love to see it.
Your deposit confirmed.
So we still get a little bit of gray, and that was enough for the rank up. Or no, that was law up. For the gray, I'm going to keep handing over people to Hayway, so this will go up eventually. And holy crap, that's 10 vitality droplets. Never knew you worked at a tavern. And your employer is providing you with a room? That's right, it's one of the perks Norbert offered me when he gave me this job. I looked for work all over the city, but few places were willing to hire an immigrant like me, so I'm very grateful to him. He stood up for me from time and time again whenever the customers complained about me. His kindness is more than I deserve. For heaven's sake, that attitude is completely unacceptable. You were chosen for the leading role, so have the confidence befitting of it. Don't sag your head, hold it up high. Yes, of course. They've definitely got a rocky road ahead of them, but somehow I think it'll work out just fine. So, are you free on the night of the next rehearsal? I'm going to do some more practice, and I'd love if you could come with. Well, I suppose I could make time. I'll be expecting you to practice until you drop, though. I'm not sure what happened exactly, but I can see Nellie's former cheer has returned. Makes me very happy. Wish her only the best. She has such a promising career ahead of her.
Very well.
So those are the ones that are different. I don't even remember where we ran to Jacobin, so, Yeah.
Taking off now.
But yeah, my voice
Recommend
is
everything here.
This market's
kind of reaching its limit.
Free cities, don't
It's
miss it.
still unbelievably hot, and I'm just getting tired out too quickly. Halt, this place is off limits. It's a police officer. Damn, what a pain in the ass. Actually, we got business in there. We're Arkwright Solutions, correct? You know about us? Ah, he's from Ikaruga. Must be guarding this entrance. So it's merely a disguise. Obviously. Damn, you could give a certain phantom thief lady I know a run for her money. Shut up. I mean, never mind. Well, you know who we are, so why not let us through? I suppose we do have a contract with one another, so that should be fine. However, I'd still like you to state your business first. It's just formality, you understand. Paratourists may have wandered underground from this entrance. We received a request to search for them. Oh, was this pair comprised of a young man and woman by any chance? You've seen them? Yes, not too long ago I told them exactly what I told you, that this area was off limits. I imagine they would have backed off if you were in your disguise. Yeah, no doubt. Soon after I heard a bit of a ruckus coming from the marketplace. What? Nevertheless, it turned out to be nothing. I doubt it has any bearing on your request. If you say so. Well then, I'd say your business here is concluded. If you'll excuse me. He's gone. If all of the Ikarugi Jaegers are on his level, then it's no wonder they're known as the strongest corps in the East. We should return to our search. If they were chased away, then there's only one place they could have gone. And that is the underground ruins entrance next to the East District's department store. Right, let's get moving.
Let's roll.
See, I walked over here a moment ago. Well, this is the place. Just realized we don't know which group is using this entrance. I imagine Miranda's looked into it already. Should we ask her? We don't got the time for that. I didn't see anyone who looked like our tourists on our way over. They might already be inside. Yeah, they probably are. Alright, you guys, there's no telling what will happen in there, so stay on guard. And I am out of time, so... Stay away! Stay away! Oh my. This is not good. That man is being attacked. Let's help him. Am I going to die here? So unfortunately I didn't get the chance to replenish my CP. Not if I can help it. Who are you people? We'll talk later. Stay back. Okay. Commencing counteroffensive.
Deploying shards.
Now's a great time for a shard boost. Engaging skill.
That
My
sucks.
move now.
So I'm lining up this.
Initiating skill.
I need to pause and read that card, damn it.
Activating skill.
Have some more.
Okay. Well, they finally damaged me.
A chance.
Use a shard boost to get the upper
We
hand.
don't need a shard boost. I don't think it gives them CP.
How's this?
Great time for a shard. Engaging skill.
I won't let this chance slip by.
A good chance. Activating skill.
You cannot run.
Now or never.
Initiating skill.
Sucker. A chance.
Double critical.
Have some more.
And we got a force emblem, which is kind of cool. Are you hurt at all? No, I'm okay. Wait, no I'm not. Please help me. But all the enemies are dead. Hold on a moment. Weren't there 2 tourists we needed to save? And I gotta stop here.
Okay, I'm back, and if it sounds like I just woke up, that's because I did. My girlfriend's in danger. She's deeper in. Are you guys bracers? No, it doesn't matter. Whoever you are, just please save her. Don't tell me you abandoned her to save your own hide. Of course not. I was trying to save her. We were just wandering around, minding our own business, and those things came from out of nowhere and attacked us. They had us cornered, so I used myself as bait to lure them away from her. Wow, you got some serious backbone. Alright, you head on back up to the surface and wait for us. We'll rescue your girl. You mean it? Of course, we'll take care of her. Then I'll leave it to you. You're my only hope, so please rescue her. I wouldn't believe him. Now let's go find her. I wouldn't be surprised if she was at the end. Bear in mind that the layout is identical to the other entrances, so both the left and right path will take the same amount of time to traverse. I'm not sensing any monsters nearby, so we should be able to make a sprint for it. What I was curious about was whether there'd be any loot, but this looks to be a carbon copy of the other one that we did already. Now that I think about it, there isn't even any pots in the corners, is there? Yeah. There she is. Looks like these guys just did the saving for us. Must be one of the teams in the game, and I'm guessing this is their turf. Careful, these guys are Jaegers for sure. I've never seen them here in the Republic before, but I doubt they're good news. Got it. So if they aren't Nidog, they must be. Hey, you guys are the Scorpions of Zahat, right? I take it you're one of the other participating teams. Yeah, Arkwright Solutions. Wait, that's the name of the team that thrashed the head honcho of Round 1. We may have been eliminated, but this is still our base of operations. What business do you have here? Nothing with you, but we do have business with the woman that sprawled out on the floor. Don't tell me she's... No, she is simply unconscious. And what do you want with her? We're here to get her out of here. Mind handing her over? Should have figured that's what you wanted. Unfortunately, our answer is no. Why? Because she saw our faces. What? We cannot allow civilians to bear witness to that. That's why we have no choice but to make her disappear. So you're merely covering your tracks. But why go that far? You're planning to kill her just because she saw your faces? That's messed up, and we're not going to let that happen. You look like you're a Jaeger, and quite a young one at that. In that case, let me educate you on something you should already understand. Every corps has their own rules that they must abide by. That's what it means to be a Jaeger. If you cannot come to terms with that, then in my eyes, you're nothing more than an immature little girl. Shut the hell up, assholes. She might be a Jaeger, but right now she's an assistant at my office. And I'm not going to let you diss one of my employees like that. Van, we're going to play this thing by my rules. Here's how this is going to go down. Less chatter, more splatter. We're going to find it out. You're challenging us? Yeah, if we win, you hand her over to us. If you win, we'll back down. And of course, we won't say a word about this to anyone. This doesn't benefit us in the slightest. Sure it does, it'll help kill the time. It's not like you have anything else better to do anyway. After all, you did get eliminated from the get-go. You bastard, how dare you mock us? They took the bait. He really knows how to rile people up. We just got unlucky. If you went up against Marduk right from the start, you would have lost too. We would have kicked your asses if we ran into you instead. Them's fighting words. Want to prove it? Fine, your funeral, punk. We'll return home with your head on a pike. Yeah, don't think so. Bring it on, losers. Commencing battle with the Scorpions of Zahat.
Let's see what you're made of.
A good chance for a shot.
Cobalt curtain. Activate. Mr. Arkwright. Use a sharpness to get the upper hand.
Get ready. Got a whole slew of them. Got a whole
There we
slew
go.
of them.
If you please.
Think fast.
Take them.
Now or never.
Take them down.
Initiating skill.
What? I kick.
No chance. I shall handle this.
Okay, screw it. We'll do it this way then.
Engaging skill.
will address you all at once.
No, we're just gonna do this.
A chance! This'll
Use a
hurt.
sharp boost to get the upper hand. Mr. Arkwright!
It's over!
Yeah.
Up to you, Reset!
Not while I'm here.
Now's a great time for a shard boost.
I will end
Master,
it.
I need
I'll
your help.
smash you into Flinched. Begin reset. A good
Don't mind
chance
me.
for a sharp boost. Activating skill.
You cannot run. Fire! Miss Lancer!
How about four with him? How about four with him?
Use a sharp boost to get the upper hand.
Your turn,
Activating skill.
Eat this!
Miss Lancer!
Initiating skill.
That's all, folks. So that's unscathed. Payday is also a little helpful. Karabia leveled up. Maybe we didn't really stand a chance in this game. Should have brought more firepower. I feel for you guys. Going up against Marduk right at the start must have been tough. This ain't your home turf either. You guys got the raw end of the deal. In any event, you won fair and square. The girl's yours. Cool. We'll come up with a story to cover you guys. Thank you. The female tourist rode Zeros back to the surface, and Van's group joined her soon afterward. Thank you so much for saving us. Well, we may not have been able to if those airsoft players didn't find you first. Though they did get an earful from the police after the fact. Anyway, no more wandering to dangerous places like that, got it? You don't have to tell me twice. I'd rather not die if I can help it. Well, I'm glad these two came out unharmed. It's all thanks to you. It's a good thing he contacted the bracers, huh? We can always count on them to keep us safe. Sorry, but we aren't bracers. You aren't? Nope, we're Arkwright Solutions. We ain't allies of justice like the bracers, but if you're in a jam, we'll get you out of it for the right price, of course. Oh, you're fixers. I had no idea. Fixers on a mission from God. We'll make sure to remember that. I'm looking forward to the day I can send you all a request. Respectfully, I don't think that's something you should be looking forward to.
That's all, folks.
Reward deposited.
Okay, so this should be the end of the video right here. No, these two are okay. I'm going to get back to work. I'll need to reflect on my mistakes so this never happens again. Thank you so much, everyone. What the heck is airsoft anyway? Doesn't sound like a fun sport to me. These guys were like Jaegers, so I guess we should count ourselves lucky that we made it out safe and sound. Can't believe we did something so stupid. We only came here to enjoy ourselves. By the way, if you don't know what airsoft is, it's basically paintballers. He's saying they were rescued by guys with paintball guns. Can't believe they got so angry just because I saw their faces. Those guys are terrifying, but we got through it thanks to you guys. I'll make sure to take the warnings of the tour guide seriously from now on.
Well,
It's a start. That's all I can say. Wasn't sure whose hotel we were in, but yeah, when we pick up next time, with all the work done, of course, we can... Oh man, I'm starting to hiccup already, and it's this early in the morning. When we pick up next time, we will move the storyline forward. I may rest at the hotel. I don't have a good way to get CP back, but we'll see what I can come up with. Anyway, I'm the Hero of Light. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.